The Fanfiction Power Hour is a comedy podcast between friends that does not attempt straightforward readings. The links to the fanfictions are in the description if you would prefer an unaltered experience and to support the authors by giving the stories a like. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Jen and Wizzy's Fanfiction Power Hour. I'm your host, Jen, and with me here today, as always, is my co-host, Wizzy Puffs. Say hello, Wizzy.
Actually, it's me, my dark form, Queasy Puff.
How you doing? What's all this about, buddy?
I finally had enough of you stealing all the love. You getting to raise the sun. And I have to stand by and host the podcast while everyone's asleep.
I'm pretty sure you're the fan favorite, actually.
Oh, is that true, guys? Leave a comment.
I mean, I've seen more gushing about you than about me, so...
I don't know. I feel like the fans are pretty quiet on who they like.
Yeah, but I've seen slightly more gushing about you.
Aw, you guys.
Maybe we should ask the number one fan. The fan of most everything.
Yo!
I hope he's a fan of us. Could you imagine he wasn't a fan of us? He's like a fan of most everything except for us.
Man. This is like fan of most everything, but for our podcast, it's more like maybe an occasional enjoyment. Not really a fan.
What a kick in the dick that must be. So speaking of fan of most everything, today we're gonna read a story by him. It's called Sour Notes by fan of most everything. And if the name fan of most everything sounds familiar to you, that might be because, well, either you've been around on the FimFiction site for a bit, or you could have seen him on our podcast. We read 2 of his stories before. We read Last Daughter of Krypton and A Mad Glimmer. We should read the sequel to A Mad Glimmer, by the way.
There's a sequel?
I think so. Yeah, there's a sequel.
Whoa.
I don't know if it'll be long or short enough for us, but we could see about it. But fan over here also was on the podcast. He was a guest on the podcast.
Whoop, whoop.
In the episode, It's a Date, Rocker Boy.
Which number was that?
Shoot, was it in the 70s?
Lower.
60.
Yeah? It was...
61.
One more?
62.
Yeah, it was 162.
Ah, what an episode. Great episode. Go check it out. He's got a lovely voice.
Ah, that really was a fun episode to record. That whole series of guest episodes was fun. Hopefully we can get more guests on, huh? Huh? Anybody listening?
Any takers?
Please tell me Ashley Ball is listening. Please! For the love of God!
That would be wild. And probably the dumbest thing we've ever done. If we were able to get a voice actor on the show to technically voice act for us, and we wouldn't pay them.
Oh, man. That would be so much fun if we could get that popular. One of these days.
Fingers crossed. So, yep. I suppose... Oh, this will be the final lesbian episode for the month.
Forever.
Huh.
We are swearing off after this fic.
We are going to a conversion therapy camp.
Mm-hmm. It's called Camp Ever Free.
It would be really... I was going to say it would be really funny if that was what Camp Everfree was, but that would have made for a depressing movie, I think.
God.
So anyways, let's get to reading Sour Notes by Fan of Most Everything. Chapter: Kiss Me Sis? Is that a pastry?
Oh my god. That's kiss me. I kept reading that as kismesis, like kinesis.
It could be that. We don't know.
Is it a pastry, though? I don't know.
Who's to say? Pinky hummed to herself as she zested a lime. Lime zest?
Aw, man.
Not my favorite.
Huh.
The oven was preheating. Her older sister was home from college for the summer, and all was right with her world. The sound of a combat boot against the front door only made her perk up more. Oh my gosh. Limestone wears combat boots. I love it.
Classic lesbian. Honestly, combat boots are really comfortable. I freaking love them.
I should get me a pair.
Yes, we could be twinsies.
Yes. Like the movie Twins or whatever with Arnold
Like the movie Parent
Schwarzenegger.
Trap.
And that too. I was thinking about the one with, I think it was Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito, which is like nothing like that.
They're supposed to be twins?
I think there's a movie where they're twins.
That is funny. Hi, Limestone!
She called, waving before her sister could even see her. Hey, Pinky, came the response. Even as she noted Limestone's unusually calm tone, more cause for concern followed. First aid kit still in the medicine cabinet? Several things happened in quick succession. Pinky turned off the oven, ran to the front hall, dropped the lime on the counter, and spent a slim fraction of a second wondering about the order of things before getting a good look at Limestone and deciding it didn't matter.
Oh my gosh, are you okay? You look like you got jumped by a bear.
And she doesn't mean the animal.
Uh-oh.
Limestone shrugged, then winced. Given the dried blood soaked into her hair, the thin cuts along her limbs, and the tears in her tank top and cutoffs, a wince seemed to be underselling it. More like a shark. She really liked getting bites in when she could. That explained the curving indents along her neck.
That's the kind of shark I'd hunt for. She?
Pinky echoed. On a related note, I have a date tonight. Limestone worked her way around Pinky, beelining for the bathroom with only a slight hitch in her step. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pinky followed physically, if not conversationally.
I feel like we skipped some steps. Is this what it's like talking to me? If it is, I owe a lot of apologies.
Some of that may be a concussion. She also liked her headbutts. Limestone got into the first floor bathroom, opened the medicine cabinet, and frowned. Why didn't you say you moved it?
You never gave me a chance. Wait here.
Pinky took Limestone's arm and guided her to sit on the toilet. The lack of any resistance only made her more concerned.
Plus, I'm still stuck on my sister's getting a date with the girl who assaulted her.
God, don't we all just want to get dates with the girls who assault us?
You know, not me. Sorry.
Is it because of me?
It's because of you assaulting me. You assaulted me with more than your fists. You used your words. And that's what hurts the worst. Also, I'm gay.
What?
Sorry, I thought it was time to come out during Lesbian July.
I don't remember using my words.
Okay, I'm gonna crawl through the archives of this podcast and pull out every single word you used.
I'm pretty sure this is a silent podcast, though, so good luck.
A silent podcast? What is that?
I don't know. Are you telling me that we don't cut out all audio?
Oh my god, what have you been doing?
Limestone did roll her eyes at that. A slim but welcome reassurance that Pinky's sister was still there. Oh, like half of your friends aren't gay?
They are, which is why that isn't the sticking point. Marble!
Marble was also home for the summer from her time at the universities of Abyssinia's private pre-enrollment program. Private pre-enrollment program. She rushed down the stairs, quick as her twin and 10 times as quiet. She said, poking her head into the bathroom. She gasped as soon as she saw Limestone. The older pie grinned. At least her teeth were fine. You should see the other girl,
Can you get the first aid kit?
Pinky said with a sigh. She dug through her hair with one hand as she jerked her other thumb at Limestone.
Someone needs to make sure bare-knuckle Casanova doesn't pass out.
Bullshit. Okay, fan of most everything. You know I love you, but fucking bullshit. First off, this is Equestria Girls. Why are they saying horse puns? Second, even if we ignore that, guess what? Casanova is referenced as Casanova in My Little Pony episode 1. You fucking fake fan.
Oh, shoot. Get called out.
Marble nodded, said, and ducked back into the hallway. Pinky extracted what she was looking for and slowly moved it in front of Limestone.
Okay, follow the lollipop.
Limestone quirked an eyebrow. Concussion protocol?
Pinkie Pie style.
That got a chuckle. Not gonna lie, kind of surprised you know what you're doing. Pinky managed a shaky grin.
You've met Rainbow Dash, Limestone. You're not my first concussion risk. Besides, Mom and Dad are on their second honeymoon. Maud's on a date right now, and you know what state you're in. That means I have to be the responsible one.
Damn. Get fucked, Marble.
Man, never see Pinkie Pie being take charge in any fic.
Yeah. Well, unless it's partying.
Yeah, she takes charge of that, but like a drill sergeant, like she's being right now. Or a parent, you know, very similar roles.
Yeah. This made me think we should get a Rainbow Dash Limestone shipfic.
Maybe. Oh, never see the. I was gonna say never see the tomboys together, but then I just remembered Apple Dash, so never mind.
Yeah. I'm sure they would make. They probably wouldn't last, but you know. Horrifying, said Limestone, a smile still on her own lips as her eyes tracked the all-day sucker.
I know, right?
Pinky moved on to the next step.
Now, how many ladyfingers am I holding up?
3.
And now?
2. Can I have one? Pinky swallowed, then smiled.
Sure.
Thanks. Said Marble, first aid kit in tow.
Man, Marble is a character.
Yeah. She's one of them. One of at least 10 characters in My Little Pony, actually.
The main 6, Spike, Celestia and Luna, and Marble.
Yep. I could be forgetting a few, but it's at least 10.
Thanks, Marble.
Pinky exchanged the third cookie for the box, then pulled out the disinfectant and a box of bright green adhesive bandages. Huh, said Limestone. Pinky noted how her pupils dilated evenly. Is that the same box as when I graduated?
We haven't needed them nearly as much, silly.
Said Marble as she helped Limestone get up and rinse the blood out of her hair.
I was getting there.
Pinky took Limestone's place on the toilet. There were only so many places for the three young women to put themselves in a half bath.
So who is this girl who swept you off your feet and into the pavement?
Limestone shrugged, head still in the sink. Never got her name. We just agreed to meet up at this one taco stand at 6. Nah, you two know what you're doing. I'm sure we'll have me patched up by then. The casual confidence in Limestone's voice, in reference to anyone else, only made Pinky more worried. She tried to focus on the current discussion rather than dwell on that.
Well, what does she look like?
Almost like your friend, Twilight Twinkle's evil sister. Just with green highlights. Pinky tapped her lip as she passed Marble the disinfectant.
That sounds familiar, but I can't quite put my finger on it. How'd you meet?
Well, I was jogging in the park. Of course I didn't. God. Limestone cried.
Man, Marble has her head in the gutter.
Jesus. Fucking typical Marble. Always the one you gotta watch out for, really. I took the bus home. Wasn't even the most messed up person there. So, jogging in the park, doing my thing, when behind me, I hear someone shout. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
On your left, shit stain.
Jesus. Limestone shifted right reflexively, then picked up the pace to stay by the side of the twin-tailed brat who so casually insulted her. This was supposed to be her decompression time, away from family, from school, from all the stressors that usually had her half an inch away from screaming her head off. The last thing she needed was hassle from random strangers.
Hey!
I love you both, but it's me, Pinky. What doesn't get on my nerves?
Yeah, fair.
Once she caught up, she casually said, You know, it's funny. People don't usually volunteer to have their jaws broken. The girl spared her a glance.
And is this our girl?
This a girl, is Arya.
All right. Time to do the Arya voice. And yet here you are.
I'm pretty sure the on your left shit stain was supposed to be Arya.
Was that? Oh, dang.
Yeah, pretty sure.
I guess Arya can sound angry when she wants to.
I guess.
I thought that was just a stranger passing by her on the way.
Nope. Cute. That got a smirk Limestone longed to wipe off the nuisance's face.
Bitch, I'm adorable.
You'll look better with a fat lip. The smirk quirked with further amusement.
Fat ass ain't enough. Who even says that anymore?
Limestone's scowl deepened. Any heat in her cheeks was from exertion. Never mind that she wasn't even breathing heavily. I come from an old-fashioned family. Sue me. That got the bitch to snort with laughter for some reason.
Ow! Oh, you think your family's old-fashioned? Try dragging a sister kicking and screaming into the 19th century.
Limestone quirked an eyebrow. Try two parents.
Oh, we're doing a race to the bottom?
The other woman's eyes all but sparkled with anticipation. You will be, said Limestone, cracking her knuckles. They wove around a puttering senior citizen.
Lady, I literally live in a van down by the river.
The asshole said flatly.
I'm already there. If you want to join me, that's on you.
Limestone's lips briefly quirked upwards. Nice self-own. Want to save us both time and trip over your own feet?
Oh, you wish I'd make it that easy for you.
That is why I am asking. The other woman rolled her eyes.
Cute.
Bitch, I hope these two fuck.
Oh, yeah. Is tagged sex? Is tagged sex? Never mind.
Way to bum me out. That brought the other to an abrupt halt, leaving Limestone stumbling forward a few more steps before she backed up.
Okay. Banter established. You going to do something about it, or what?
At which point, Limestone threw the first punch, which, to her credit, her opponent ducked. She then sprang up with an uppercut that left Limestone backpedaling, followed by a kick to keep her from closing the space again.
If you're serious,
The purple girl said, guard up.
I know a few bushes where we could duke it out without anyone interfering.
Like cops? Limestone risked a glance to see if her action had any unforeseen consequences. Thankfully, she'd gotten lucky thus far.
Exactly. Finally, someone understands my hatred of the police.
These two would fucking hate cops.
Yeah.
Although, my girl Limestone would hate them for the reasons that I hate them. And Arya would hate them because they're persons.
It's like, well, they shouldn't be stopping me specifically. That's why Arya doesn't like them.
Yeah. Lead the way then. They exchanged a nod, the purple girl taking the lead.
You know, most people back down when I start actually hitting them.
I'm a business major, said Limestone. That is very funny, actually.
Can't remember what she was majoring in the sex phone operator one.
It's probably something to do with rocks.
Probably.
I'm a business major, said Limestone. Most conversations I've had for the last year have ended with me wanting to punch someone. Now I actually get to. The other furrowed her brow.
I don't get the specifics, but I know how not being allowed to punch things feels.
Do you have any strong feelings about A? I'm kidding, it's not that. A. Do you have any strong feelings about AI?
This whole story was written by AI, wasn't it, fan of most everything?
I assume it's talking about the Steven Spielberg and whatever the hell his name is. Kubrick. The Spielberg and Kubrick movie.
Oh my god, AI, artificial intelligence?
That's the one. That got a few moment of silent. Fan.
Just a few moments.
That got a few moment of silent contemplation as they reached a stand of especially thick undergrowth that would shield them from any onlookers. Finally, her guide hesitantly asked,
They should have stopped making Eliminator movies after the second one.
Limestone shut her eyes and basked in the moment. After a few seconds, her new best friend cleared her throat.
Are you actually crying right now?
I'm just so happy, said Limestone, wiping her eyes.
Yeah, I can tell,
said the other girl. Limestone couldn't tell if she was actually disgusted or had just gone back to her resting bitch tone. It's probably both. Either way, she jerked a thumb towards the rest of the park.
Look, if we're not going to keep hitting each other,
At which point, Limestone threw her second punch.
Ooh.
Yeah, she was not going to let that sentence finish. She needed this. Do. Pinky said nothing. This was far outside her own friendship experience, and she doubted Twilight's much-vaunted sister-in-law-to-be could offer much either. As she closed the container of disinfectant, Marble wasn't so restrained. Limestone blushed, which made for an interesting counterpoint against the many neon green bandages. Look, Pinky's the social one. Besides, you haven't had to listen to dipshits insist that automated text vomit is the future TM all year. Said Marble as she led the way out of the bathroom.
Oh, that's easy,
said Pinky, happy to chip in on familiar territory.
like this. TM.
R.
Close.
What is this bit?
I have no idea. For those of you who don't get it, it's doing the TM as in trademark and the R as in the, what the hell is it, copyright?
Registered copyright.
Yeah, okay, registered copyright.
Registered trademark? I can't remember what the R is.
Well, anyways, that's what the joke is here. But of course, you should have already known that because you should have already gone down in the description below and read it for yourself.
Unless maybe you've been naughty and you need to be dealt with swiftly.
Wizzy can get weird sometimes.
That wasn't weird. That was just Santa Claus.
Right. Limestone sighed. You get enough self-important legacy brats trying to chat you up. You learn a thing or two whether you like it or not. Pinky led them into the kitchen. The lime was a little dried out, but nothing irrecoverable had happened. She started the oven again and said,
So, did trying to tear each other to pieces ever actually turn into angry makeouts? Or are you two just going to fight in a Dobbins parking lot later?
A proper young lady does not kiss and tell, said Limestone, arms crossed and nose in the air. Pinky gave that a nod.
That's what Mom says, sure. Pretty sure the only proper young lady here is Marble.
Ooh, that is
Damn.
messed up.
Marble blushed at that. Her sisters both perked up at the admission.
Good for you,
cried Pinky, who had moved on to sifting flour. If he ever hurts you, let us know. Limestone drove a fist into her palm. I'll crush him like a grape. Limestone looked over her outfit, wincing as she stuck a finger through one of the holes in her top. Oh, yeah, she really did a number on it, huh?
Rarity says Grunge is coming back,
said Pinky, kneeling to get a better sight line as she measured out the wet ingredients.
Man, I love that description. It's like so accurate.
Yeah.
It's like picturing she has like the glass measuring cup and she's crouching down to make sure it's at the right level. Oh, beautiful description.
So, round 2, fight?
We're not even going to a Dobbins. Pretty sure you won't have anything to worry about there. Pinky bopped Limestone on the nose with a wooden spear, stabbing through her face.
No! She did say fight. She warned her.
That's on you. Pinky bopped Limestone on the nose with a wooden spoon before she started mixing the batter.
Well, at least get her name, silly. I'm sure I've met someone who looks like Twilight, but mean and slightly green. I just can't think of who.
Do. And you never got her name? Said Adagio. Arya rolled her eyes as best she could amid the other sirens' less than tender ministrations. At least it was a nice enough day that they could put out a folding chair for her, rather than try to maneuver in the van.
I think you can agree what we did was much more important.
Yes, said Adagio, pulling another splinter out of Arya's knuckles. But now we don't know if the seductress has any siblings.
I'm so jealous.
That just sounds like Pinky.
I was trying to do like Pinky, but with a German accent, so it's like little German boy.
Oh, okay. We'll try Dutch instead.
Ooh, okay.
Added Sonata, who was doodling with the steep dick's pencil again.
And you couldn't even feed off her negativity?
Could still taste her.
Arya grinned in anticipation.
Dinner's gonna be great. Might start another fight there. Get kicked out of Taco Rico.
Sonata gasped, bolting up from where she was supposed to be dealing with the gash on Arya's shin.
But I love Taco Rico.
I know.
Arya sneered.
And this way you won't be able to drag me there every other day.
You're the worst.
You are.
Lettuce. Adagio punctuated the shout by jabbing the tweezers between Arya's ribs, getting her to sit back down. And I do use that term loosely. Can you at least stop being idiots long enough for me to finish putting Arya back together for this evening?
Fine. Why does Arya always get a good nemesis?
Sonata muttered as she sulked her way into the van.
Because you have resting cute face.
Arya called after her. Squeaking springs announced Sonata flopping onto the couch.
Do not!
Stop bickering, Adagio said in her I am actually one step from killing you voice. Or you're both getting an eyeful of disinfectant.
Oh boy. All right. Tom is going to have to layer my voice one over the other.
Or Wizzy could just do it at the same time.
Oh? All right. Double voice activate. Fine.
Chorused her siblings, basking in the ashen glow of sisterly love. By the way, it's really creepy how you do that.
The truth is, I have another mouth.
Yeah, that's not really normal. It's creepy.
Okay. Yeah, just keep making fun of my mutation. But if you had the same mutation, then maybe you would be cool enough to do this. All right, now you need to layer together every single time that I've said see ya.
It's really creepy how it's on your neck.
I feed it sometimes, like little mac and cheese.
Do you like cover it up with like a ribbon? Out of curiosity.
Let's just say there's something tied around my neck that a certain lucky gentleman will get to untie when he marries me.
My oh my. Well, what an exciting time that will be. Chorused her siblings, basking in the ashen glow of sisterly love. In case people forgot. Author's note. We actually know what he sounds like, so this is going to be interesting. My best fan voice. We can call him fan because we're like besties at this point. This was interesting. By far the most prominent characters introduced in Rainbow Rocks are the sirens. But, well, I just don't like them in general. So I found an excuse to beat one up. This is a healthy approach to problems and should definitely be encouraged.
Yeah. Like, we should all start beating up our loved ones.
Agreed. It turns out Dennis means follower of Dionysius. So I considered translating Denny's to Bubblies or Mannies for Maenads before deciding to go with a more straightforward horse pun. No, I have no idea who Marble's seeing, but he is presumably at Rocadia campus. I see.
It's a link.
It is.
Oh, it's a fun little comic.
Yeah. Looks like the actual comics, so I'm guessing it's that. And if you're wondering about the first word in the chapter title, it's a Homestuck reference, which is to say a very long story. Suffice to say, it's hate acting as a other side of the coin of love, to the point that a relationship is founded on the kind of burning hatred that is the blackened counterpart to passionate romance. Humans normally aren't capable of that particular emotion, but Limestone is particularly gifted when it comes to the nuances of anger and spite. Sirens, on the other hand, rarely fail other forms of affection. And then, says CF. I'm blanking on what that might mean. But then it links to this story, Lacrimates.
Oh.
Which seems to be a story involving Sunset Shimmer and Arya Blaze, with some sex, violence, and profanity. One use of the fuck word by Bicyclette. Maybe we'll get to that someday.
Yes.
The end. Oh, by the way, thank you very much for doing that fan of most everything.
CF is a Latin abbreviation for confer, which means compare. It's used to suggest the reader should compare the current topic with something else, often a source or example, to gain a better understanding or see a different perspective.
Ah.
Sorry, I just really needed to get closure on that.
Could have waited, but okay. Thank you very much.
Then it wouldn't have been as relevant. It was getting less relevant as we got further away.
All right. Thank you, by the way, fan, for coming in for the single author's note and being silent for the rest of the podcast. So, the end. That was Sour Notes by Fan of Most Everything. Well, Wizzy, what did we think of it?
It's the type of romance that makes me think of the song from Florence and the Machine called Kiss with a Fist.
Sounds about right. Haven't heard, I don't think, but yeah, it makes sense.
It's quite popular back in the day. Just, these two lovers are beating each other up, but a kiss with a fist is better than none. It's very toxic. I don't like it. I don't like physical hitting, especially out of negative emotions. But it's a cute story. I really like these characters being together. It was like,
Me too.
dang, these guys actually kind of fit together better than I would have expected.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. Man, now this is a crack ship I really get behind, as with most crack ships apparently that we read on this podcast. But it's not the best Equestria Girls ship. Actually, technically speaking, Limestone Pie isn't even in Equestria Girls, so
Man.
Technically, you could say that you might need like an actual canonical Equestria Girl character to be an Equestria Girls ship, but probably not. That's just me rambling. So, anyways, yep, I definitely liked it. I definitely like the ship. We should have read this in June when we were specifically looking for Toxic Yuri stuff. But the Lesbian July month is fine too.
Yeah, there's like one lesbian story we read that wasn't toxic, and that was Freaking Cloudy Skies and Cherry Pies by Zephode.
And they fucked at the end of that, so.
Yeah. That was like, I feel like that was a really good breather from all of this toxicity in the queer community. Like, what's up with that? Lesbians are just like more toxic than straight people, apparently.
Yeah. Don't be a lesbian. It's dangerous. Not for any of the reasons like, oh, discrimination. No, it's just because lesbians are really mean.
People think people would choose to be gay. No. You join this community and all you're going to be met with is relationships like this where you're beating each other up all the time.
Yep. It's disgusting. But that's okay.
I got to point out the art for this story, very funny. That is just hilarious.
Yeah. So, lime zest. Lemon zest x limestone pie. Think about it.
Seriously, lemon lime, how have they not done it?
Like, in the show, how have they not canonically fucked?
Mm-hmm. And then, like, made a delicious Sprite beverage.
Yeah.
Oh my god. A fan fiction where they're together and they have a child named Sprite. I would faint.
Fan of most everything. Hear me out.
Yes.
Did that, whatever Wizzy just said. Okay. Man, I had a bunch of stuff that I was going to say, but I can't. I am fried, I guess. Monday was really rough for me. Well, the past 2 days weren't as rough, but I liked Marble. I liked all the characters, but I liked Marble. She was very Marble.
Picture her sounding like a Minecraft villager.
And I'm glad that we got more Limestone just in general. I think Limestone is a very underrated character. Honestly, I think more people like Marble for very understandable reasons because Limestone is a douchebag. But I'm a big Limestone fan. So I'll do anything to get more Limestone pie fics. And zero Marble fics. We have not read a single Marble fic.
Yeah, she's kind of hard to write about. I want to find a tragic one with her, marked like suicide and stuff.
Oh, Jesus. All right, do it.
Yeah.
Do it, you coward. Find us one.
Oh. Okay. You're
now, on the show, right here.
That. Oh, okay. Let's do it.
If Wizzy can find a suitable one, we're doing it next episode. So fan, I hope that you'd know that I was just kidding earlier about the fake fan of most everything thing. That was just a bit of fun ribbing. I love you, love your stuff. You're great. You're like one of my favorite authors. You came on the show even. Like, I'm pretty much obliged to like you, you know. You should see what we do with Eileen Says Hi. Like, it's not even fair what we've said about her.
It's not. All right.
You find one?
It's time to read
Good God.
First Cut by True Edge.
Oh, no. Oh, God. I know exactly what this is going to be about. Oh, no. All right. Join us next week when we read First Cut by True Edge. If that ends up being not true, I guess, fuck it.
Hopefully we can record the next episode before this is released so we can edit it differently.
Yeah.
If it turns out that we're actually not doing it, then let's record an alternate ending.
Yeah, no, we'll never find a fic like that, Wizzy. That's crazy. Anyways.
You're right.
No Marble fics ever. Thank you very much. And thank you all very much for coming in and listening. Please go down in the description and give this story a like, whether or not you read it yourself, whether or not you liked it. Like, as in a feeling for this story. Just give it a like, god damn it. He deserves it.
If we've ever gotten someone to dislike a story, I'm going to be so sad. I'm going to cry.
That would be wild. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry if we've done that.
Oh no, it was after the 50th episode where we ranked the fics.
Uh-oh. Man, I want to rank some fics again.
Yeah.
I got some opinions.
Oh, well, it's a good thing. 10 more episodes.
Oh boy. Can't wait for that, I guess. We'll see how that turns out if it does. Yep, thank you all so much for listening. I have been Jen. That has been Wizzy. Have a great night.
And just like a chandelier.
See ya!
As she closed the container of disinfection, God, what has Wizzy turned me into?
An upstanding member of society.
Wrong.
A friendly, happy-go-lucky chipmunk.
Incorrect.
Aw.
Rule of threes?
A duck.
Quack. I mean, no.
Transmogrification.